All right, everybody. What is going on? Thank you guys for hanging out. Today, we're going to be talking all about how AI has started to change everything in the coaching industry. So, if that sounds of interest, you guys are going to like today. I got some big news, guys, that I'm going to drop towards the end of our call. So, stick around to the end. And if any of you folks have any questions, drop them below. I will try to answer them on the spot or at the end. So feel free to do that, guys. Let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. I want you guys to get all these deets today because we're going to be talking about a big topic. And it's the kind of high level view that if you're just starting to get in on the AI game, this is good for you, right? So let me know, guys. Give me some likes and loves if you guys can hear me loud and clear. Let me know, coaches, where you guys are coming from in the world because we have an international crew and I'd love to see where you guys are from. All right, let's get into the topic of the day. So, before I get into the core of our conversation, everybody, I want to get into the Wayback Machine and tell you guys why I even got into AI to begin with, right? How, Tate, did you go from what you're doing in this whole AI world full time, right? So, this really started, everybody, back when ChatGPT came out last November. If you guys can believe it, it's been about almost a year, right? So next month will be a year since that crazy application took the world by storm. And when I started to dabble in the Chat GPT world and started to look into this whole AI thing, it became very clear to me and very apparent that the world was about to go through some big changes and that I needed to pay attention, right? And at the time, everybody, I was a business coach helping other coaches enroll clients using a Facebook group, right? So if you are in the Facebook group, guys, you guys probably or maybe have heard me talk about this because that's what I used to talk about every week on our Tuesday calls. But I started to get my hands dirty with all this AI stuff, and it became very clear to me, kind of like imagine if you were at the beginning of when computers became a thing or the internet became a thing or even social media. You saw the future and you're like, oh my gosh, this is huge, this is big, and I need to pay attention to it, right? And the other thought, guys, the deeper I got in this rabbit hole, I felt that there's going to be a lot of people that are potentially going to get left behind if they don't kind of embrace this new trend, right? Because this thing coming is so powerful, like kind of like a tidal wave. You can either run with the tidal wave or you can be washed away by it. But somebody is going to need to act like a guide and guide people through the years to come, right? This isn't just a short term thing. This is kind of a generational, a societal thing that has started, and it's only going to get crazier and crazier as we go down this road, right? And so I was like, man, I really felt convicted, and I decided to pivot from teaching coaches how to use Facebook groups to teaching coaches how to use AI, all some of this AI technology to future proof themselves, right? And to really take advantage of this tidal wave of change that's about to rock not just the coaching industry, but society in general, right? So that became my new calling, and that's what I started doing, right? So for you that have known me for a minute, you guys have probably seen the switch, which is kind of came abruptly, maybe, but that's what happened, right? Um, yeah. Let me know, coaches. Have any of you guys tried any of the AI tools? Right? Have any of you guys tried ChatGPT, Midjourney, any of this kind of thing? Let me know in the comments. Or if this is totally new for you guys, let me know that as well. I want to know where you guys are at in your journey. That will kind of help me tune this in just a little bit more. Right. So anyway, so this is why I'm even talking about this in general, coaches. And this is the framework that I kind of came to adopt when I'm thinking about, okay, how is all these crazy AI things going to affect everybody, right? And as a coach, coaching my own clients and just doing the business of being a coach, I settled on three things that most coaches tend to be doing all the time, right? And those three things tend to be one, they are either looking for more clients, right? They're looking to grow their business. They're either looking to service their existing clients, right? Serve their current base. Or three, they are developing their program, right? Or they're developing their business, right? So typically, coaches, we are doing one of those three things, right? Either looking for business, um, fulfilling that business, or increasing the quality of our program. Can you guys relate to those three things? Give me a one in the comments, coaches, if you are doing one of those three things on a regular basis, right? For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. And so the way I started to approach this whole AI and coaching bit was, okay, how is AI going to affect each of those things, right? How can I get clients? How can I serve my existing clients better? And how can I develop my program, right? And so that's the framework, guys, we're going to talk about today. I want to touch on each of those three things a little bit. I don't want today to go too long, but I want to give you guys a taste of what's happening literally today, what I am doing in my business today, and kind of where things are going, right? Some of you coaches are already believers. Some of you guys are skeptics. Maybe you're sick and tired of hearing about this topic, and I totally understand that as well. Um, all I know is this is a tidal wave, guys, that is just starting to hit, but it will play out over the next few years. And I want you guys to see what's happening and where it's going, right? So anyway, so that's the framework, everybody. Those three categories. Let's talk about a little bit about each of those categories, and then just the overall benefits and context of what's happening, right? So in the first category, everybody, how is AI affecting our ability of as coaches to do sales and marketing, right? How can AI help me enroll more clients, right? This is the thing I used to do with my other clients when it came to Facebook groups. But now, how can we use AI to help you coaches bring in more business consistently, right? And so there's a couple areas that AI is really good in today, and a couple areas that it's going to be really good in very soon that maybe it's not so good in today, right? So one of these area coaches that AI is really good at, if you learn how to harness it, is that it's really good at content creation, right? So as coaches, um, engaging in the marketplace, oftentimes we are creating content all the time to shift beliefs, to introduce our expertise, to articulate our value in the marketplace, right? And so AI happens to be really good, at least this genre of AI, generative AI, they call it, is really good at just creating things, right? It's good at creating titles, it's good at creating outlines, it's good at creating copy. You know, it's not perfect. The way I like to talk to my coaches about this is think about AI like an assistant that's going to help you get maybe 50 to 80% of the way there. And then you're going to take that and mold it into your own thing. Rarely are you going to just copy and paste, maybe in a few years, but not right now, right? So content creation is one of those areas where AI can save you a ton of time and help you get way more done quickly, right? How many times have we as coaches not known what to do because we just don't have, we've run out of ideas, or we get stuck, or we're unsure, right? Whenever I get unsure or stuck, AI is very good at helping me get unstuck, right? So that's one of those areas that AI can help me do my job faster and more efficiently. Another thing, another area that AI is surprisingly good at, everybody, is critiquing my work, right? This is going to sound kind of weird if you've never tried this, but let me paint you guys a little picture. So the other day, ChatGPT Plus subscribers, this is the paid version of ChatGPT, got a voice functionality, meaning ChatGPT can now speak to you, right? So you can assign it a voice and you literally can talk to it and it can talk to you back. Very kind of crazy, but awesome in telling where everything is going, right? And so you can literally ask ChatGPT, for example, to take on the role of a business coach, right? And ChatGPT will do that happily. It will ask you questions about your business to understand your situation. And the more context you give it and the more information, the better questions it's going to ask. And it can literally act as a surrogate business coach for myself. Another thing, and so when I'm talking about marketing and sales to this AI, it can literally pull out ideas and things that I have not even thought about and suggest them, right? So rather than, let's say paying someone big dollars, I have this assistant that can help me right now. Like I literally did a session coaches like this the other day. Now that I can talk to it literally verbally, I don't even have to type it, and it can talk to me, and I have a transcript of our conversation afterwards, is pretty trippy, right? So that's one way it can help me enroll more clients better as well. Another thing, guys, is you can show it. You can show it your content, right? You can show it your sales copy, your emails, and it will critique it, right? It will give you constructive criticism based on your ideal target market. And in addition to just critiquing your work, it can offer you alternatives, right? Rather than, as you could say, that. Incredibly powerful, guys. So that is a taste of how this AI stuff today, this is not in the future, this is literally today, things that I am doing myself in my business to help me go faster, to save time, to make more money, right? So that's marketing and sales. When it comes to serving my existing clients, coaches, one way that these different AI systems can help me is, here one second. One way these AI systems can help me is it can process my existing transcripts with my clients and offer key insights, right? So let's say I have a coaching call. Let's say, I take today's call, everybody, I transcribe it. I feed the transcript to ChatGPT, for example, and I can be like, hey, ChatGPT, what are the key insights that I can give to my clients for our next call, right? So it will literally analyze the text. It will pull out the key insights. It's actually very good at doing this. It can also give you a nice tight summary of everything you guys talked about. And it can also give you things that your clients should be working on before the next call, right? Give me a two, coaches, in the comments if you can see the power of what I'm talking about, right? So literally in a matter of minutes, I will take a transcript, I will upload it to ChatGPT. It will pull out key insights, homework, things my coaches should be working on for next time, a tight summary, all within a couple minutes. Do you guys know how much time that would have taken if I literally had done that myself? Now I hope this is becoming abundantly clear, guys, of how this can be powerful, especially if you learn how to master it. And that's another thing, coach, is really a quick tangent from the framework that we're talking about now, but is the one thing about AI that I have discovered since last November, when the world lost its mind and started talking about this kind of all the time, is that at first it's like magic, it's very novel, and it's easy to drift, right? We can drift off, we can get a little distracted, but the key insights, like the things I have learned, guys, has come from literally just applying these tools in my everyday coaching business, right? So it takes time, it takes practice, practice, guys. Like anything else in life, is the best medicine when it comes to mastering these powerful tools. But once you've mastered them, guys, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. And that's just today. That's not 6 months from now. That's not 2 years from now. And so I hope that makes sense, guys. That's a pro tip, guys. If you guys are wondering how to get good at AI, just start messing around with it. This AI technology is, at least this generation of AI, it's based on natural language, meaning we can talk to it in English or write to it in English and it responds, right? Pretty crazy. All right, guys. So, anyways, that's the tangent, guys. Practice, folks, if you guys want to get good at this. So that's an example of how AI can help you improve your service to your clients, how you can raise the quality of your program or the results that your coaches get by applying AI today, right? And the last category, guys, we kind of touched on this briefly already, is how can AI improve your existing programs, or a program, let's say you haven't developed yet, but it's just an idea, right? And a couple, a little sprinkling of things where AI is really good at today, and will get only better in the future, is AI is great at creating outlines of things, right? So if you have an idea here, guys, and you need to get it on paper, AI is great at listening to your idea, and you can ask it, hey, hey, little AI friend, please give me a detailed outline of this idea of mine. And it will happily go to work, give you an outline. It will even start to flesh these ideas out. All right. So once again, guys, you're going to take this copy, and you're going to tweak it, but it can help you get, let's say, 80% of the way there. Especially if you have the ideas in your head, you just need to get it on paper, right? So it's great at outlining. It's great at doing copy if you give it detailed instructions. And AI, guys, if you haven't messed around with it, that also works well when you go back and forth, right? So it will, let's say, write you a paragraph, and you can be like, you know what, please make this shorter or longer, make it more casual sounding. And it will go and it will do this all day long. It never gets tired, never gets hungry, never complains, this kind of thing, right? AI is also great at creating custom, hyper specialized images. So I don't know if you guys heard, but this last week, Meta, the owner of Facebook and Instagram, had a conference, and you can now generate AI, photorealistic AI images right inside of Facebook Messenger and Instagram Messenger and WhatsApp, guys, right? Literally for free in seconds, right? So if you're talking about a specific thing, very specific, you can literally describe this and it will create an image for you, right? So you can do these things, coaches. You can also create icons. You can create all kinds of things that you can use in things like Canva, this kind of stuff, right? And so this is just a taste, coaches, of how this new technology that has burst on the scene can help us do our job faster, make more money, and get things done, right? And I hope you guys can see why I kind of started to fall in love with this stuff. I both was terrified of it and in awe of it as I started to understand just its capabilities. And I was like, man, this is crazy, right? And so this is why I am urging you guys to give it a try, right? Some of you guys have given a try. I would say give it another try. Learn to integrate it into your life. Some of you have only heard about it and maybe are hesitant, right? And that's okay. Most of the world hasn't tried this yet. These are early days. And so, guys, the last piece of context here, guys, that I wanted to mention, and then I'm going to tell you the news here, guys, that I was going to drop at the very end. The context is this is today, right? Guys, the picture that I am painting for you coaches is a picture of today. Now, what happens when these systems gets 10 times better, 100 times better, 1,000 times better than it is today. It's going to change the game, coaches, and things are moving very fast, right? This is, if this is the first generation of this type of AI, the next generation, the generation that's 10 times more powerful, will be here next year, right? And we have a choice, everybody, to either not be afraid and start to learn this new tech now. And the way I see it is learn it with other coaches, right? Join me and other coaches as we stumble through this new future together. We can either do that, or we can resist it or shrug it off, pretend it doesn't matter. That's like saying, you know what? Computers don't matter. I don't need to learn how to use a computer. I don't need to learn how to use social media or the internet. The people that ignored those things are no longer super relevant. And so what I'm saying here, guys, is that today you have a chance to get in early, right? And so this is where we are. This is the precipice, coaches, that you and I find ourselves at today, right? So that's my shtick, guys. The last bit of big news is, for those who don't know, I also run an AI for Coaches membership. It's a membership that includes a bunch of bite-sized videos showing you guys how to do the exact things I'm talking about right now. It's a membership of live master classes that I do once a month. So you would join us on these monthly master classes. In addition to this, guys, you get access to all the previous master classes that we've already done. We also have a community, a private community, right? And maybe you guys know this, maybe you don't, but lately I've been running a $7 for 14 days trial. And this is actually coming to an end. So on Friday, guys, of this week, so in a couple days, on Friday, the $7 trial to give the membership a shot, guys, and start to really take your AI for coaches knowledge to the next level is actually going away. And I just wanted to let you guys know you'll be seeing more about this in the group, on my profile, on Instagram, all the places. So if you guys are interested in taking advantage of this $7 trial, I want you guys to put number 7 in the comments, and I will shoot you guys a link to take a look, right? If not, that's totally cool too, but I just want to let you guys know that the end is coming for our trial period. It's closing. So if you guys want to take a look, dabble for $7 in the membership, where I have a bunch of bite-sized classes, monthly live trainings, detailed instructions on what to say inside of ChatGPT to have endless content, this kind of thing, to do market research on your ideal client, these kind of things, guys, things that will take a lot of time. It's all about saving time, guys, doing 2 to 3 times as much work in half the time. That's the name of this game. So yeah, so I just want to throw that out there, coaches. Thank you guys for hanging out. If you guys that are going to see the replay have questions, drop them in the comments below, or reach out to me directly. I'd love to chat with you guys in Messenger. And yeah, if you guys want the access to the $7 trial, drop a 7 in the comments or reach out to me directly. I would love to share the love and just hook you guys into a great program designed to take the future by storm, right? The future is going to be crazy, but it's best done together. That's the truth, guys. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out. I will see you on the outside, or I will see you next Tuesday on another call. And thank you guys for everything. I will see you. I'll see you later. Peace.